big mountain. I'm in big mountain territory now, that's for sure. I really couldn't have hoped for a better day. There are always good days, always good days. It's always good days when you're doing stuff like this. Oh, it's actually really nice. Oh, I'd love to swim in this, but I'll welcome whatever the day brings. I had a few delays on the way with the drive. A bit of a mission actually getting here just up these roads. Anyway, I'm going to go down to this hut here, the Lake Chalice hut. I'll stay there the night, get up really early tomorrow, and I've got a massive day ahead of me. I'm going over the Alpine Route. It goes straight up, it goes over three really big peaks, and that will take me pretty much all day. It's going to be real hot the next few days. It's about 28 degrees now. A lot of exposed parts obviously when I'm crossing over the Alpine Route, so I really need to, one, be careful. It looks pretty sketchy in places, and also make sure I carry enough water. Water might be an issue up there. I've probably got maybe 13 kilograms there all up. I intend to camp, apart from tonight, where I'll stay in the hut if there's no one there, and camp the next 2 nights. So I reckon we just need to get going now. And then tomorrow it's going to be going up all day. All day is going to be going up. But I'm expecting to get some pretty amazing views up there. Down, down, down. Okay, just a short walk today here at the Lake Chalice hut. This is where I will stay tonight. Yep, here we go. Totally got the hut to myself. I can pick whichever bunk I want. It's not a bad hut. It's nice. Got a stream down there. I can get my water, have a bit of chill time, and have some food, and then all guns blazing for tomorrow. Early morning, it's just before 7 o'clock, and I have just left the hut back there. So now it's a case of finding a way across this riverbed. So yeah, let's just take my time, enjoy it. I think it's going to be pretty hot at the moment. It's slightly overcast, but that's going to break up soon, and I think we're in for a cracking day. So that's my first decent view of Chalice Lake. Pretty nice and calm. Apparently there is a lot of wasps around on this trek. Swarms of them. Hopefully they won't bother me. I'm certainly not going to bother them. That's beautiful. That is so calm. I've just got to the first significant marker today. It's a peak which doesn't have a name, 1522, which is the elevation. So right here I've got 360 degree views, and right there, you probably can't see it, but there's a couple of mountain goats. I actually don't think I've ever seen, look, they're going to run off now. There's 3 of them. You can't really see that, they're off. But I don't think I've ever actually seen mountain goats that close up. Definitely a big climb. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a lot of scrambling, fallen trees, rocks, but it was pretty well marked and pretty well graded. Tough, of course they're always tough. I'm not quite sure which mountains I'm going over. It must be these ones straight ahead, or maybe the ones to the left. I'll find out soon. Just want to enjoy this. Pretty cool flowers. Here at the junction, just got to the top of Old Man Peak. Doing well for time. And the weather is nice at the moment. It's a nice breeze, and feeling pretty good, feeling pretty strong. So this marks the junction where the Te Araroa is. So now I'm officially on the TA, and I'll be going along this trail here. I can see over there's Blenheim, I'm pretty sure, and we got some huge peaks here. I guess that's all the way up Nelson Way. There's been some hard bits, but while I'm on the ridge, it's nice, and the temperature is just right. Let's check it out. It's so good, so good. It drops down pretty quick. You can kind of see it here. So the orange markers goes behind this knobbly bit, and then it drops down here, and then it picks all the way up to the top there. I'm not sure if that's a false peak or not. I'm gonna think it is. I'm gonna suggest it is a false peak. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up and thinking that that's the top. But it's a great day. It is a fantastic day. I managed to get some food down me now, so I've got a bit more energy. I was getting a bit tired there before I stopped at Little Mount Rintall. And I've got to conserve my water as well, because there is no water up here. And there's no streams or anything. Look at this, it's absolutely incredible. Some of the best scenery you're ever going to have. Oh my god. That's the top. Big Mount Rintall. If it was high 20s, early 30s with no cloud cover, this would be absolutely agonising. Or with a lot of high wind. But I've got neither of that. So I will definitely take the good weather over the bad. Whew. The trail's not too bad. It's just long and slow. This is it. This is top of Mount Rintall. 1,731. Unbelievable. It actually wasn't as... It was hard, but it actually wasn't as hard as I was expecting, which is a pleasant surprise. And the weather is absolutely spot on. I couldn't have hoped for any... I keep saying it. Couldn't have hoped for anything better. This is where I've just come from. Down here. All the way. That's Little Mount Rintall. Certainly not little. Just looking at everything. It's absolutely beautiful. It is so nice. And over here, that's looking out to Nelson, Mochiwaka and beyond. After this I've just got a lot of scrambling to do. When I get down to, there's a hut, Mount Rintall hut, have something to eat there, then I'll carry on to Tarn. So I can do more today than what I initially planned, which is brilliant. Let's check this bit out here. That looks really cool. There's part of the trail just after the summit of Mount Rintall. Looks nice. Could do with a nice easy 1 or 2 kilometres of walking like this, but it's not going to last. Might get a few hundred metres before it starts dropping off and going down the screed. I think the screed's going to be the tricky part. This is real nice at this time of the day. Just had a good stop and rest and food at Mount Rintall hut. It's really nice. Feeling pretty refreshed now, and I've got about another 9 kilometres left of the day, which will get me to Lake Tarn. give me plenty of time to get a good spot, camp in, settle in, get some food and a good rest, good sleep tonight. Just made it up to Purple Peaks or Purple Tops, and that's why. I'm just seeing where I've come from now. It's not going to show very well, but along this ridge, and there's an opening over there, and that's where the Mount Rintle hut is. Made it. Having a well-earned rest. Looking at my watch now and going for a few stats. 25.77 kilometers of hiking. 7 hours 42 minutes moving time. There was a bit of stopping and eating, so that was probably at an hour, maybe a little bit more. Wouldn't be much more than that. And total elevation gain was 2,485. Yep, pretty happy with that. And do it all again tomorrow. Okay, the next day. Just left the Tarn hut where I camped last night, which was pretty cool. Managed to get decent enough sleep, and out of breath because it was just a good 500 meters of straight climb up to the track now, which leads all the way back to Lake Chalice. I get down to the Gultar River, and it's pretty much a river track for the majority of today. Alright, here we go. We're right at the junction here where the TA separates from the lower Gultar track, which is what I'm taking, which will come to the river at some point soon. Straight ahead, that's what the TA's got up against, and this is what I'm up against. Just assessing the dodginess of this trail right now. There was a hell of a load of trees in the way, really overgrown, and it's quite a steep downhill. Right over there through the trees I can see where the river is, which I connect up to soon, so it would just be good to get down to that level. Here we go. I made it down to the Gultar River through that track there, which was one hell of a slog coming down, as well as dealing with all those fallen trees. So now the next challenge is getting over this river. There's no bridges, it's a braided river. It looks like it's pretty shallow. There hasn't been much rainfall in the last few days, so this looks fine. Okay, I need to head over to that orange marker that's there. No, this is totally fine. This is barely up to my shins. Could be a little bit deeper there. It's actually quite nice and refreshing. Just a brief stop here at lower Gultar hut. That river crossing was fine, not a problem. Barely got up to my shins. Got two choices now. I've got to get to the mid Gultar. It's about 6.8 kilometers. There's a track which goes left of the river. I'd say it would be going through the bush again. Depending on whether it's fallen trees, I might just stick to the riverbed, which means I'll have to cross the river a few times, but apparently there's lots of flat grass, which means it'll be so much quicker. So I decided to abandon that route there that goes through the bush at the side of the river, it was starting to get pretty unpredictable actually. I have crossed the river, keep my eye onto the other side of the river where the track is, and if I need to cross, I can cross. It's pretty shallow all along here, so that's not a problem. Easy does it. Oh my god, you're not going to fall into that now. This is a really nice part. I'm not too far from the next hut. Just been enjoying this, but weird thing I come across sometimes is a random leg. I'm assuming that's a goat because I've seen quite a lot of goats around. And there's one there, another there, and another there. So there's probably, oh shit, yeah, here we go. What is this? It's a goat. Oh my god, what has done this? I don't think hunters would do this. I'm not going to get too close because I've never seen that before. So I would imagine if it had been hunters, would they have taken the meat? You would have assumed so. But it's just like chopped its legs off, which are there, chopped off the horns, and then just left it. That's bizarre. So that was my lunch stop at Mid-Galter. Feeling pretty refreshed now, so I can carry on. About another 9. Trail from where I had lunch at that hut has been shocking. Loads of fallen trees, really technical, not so much long climbs, lots of short, nasty little climbs with just trees to climb over. And yeah, it's fair to say I'm over that section. And now being at Lake Chalice and knowing that the end is very, very close is great. But also, I just want it to hurry up. Yeah, it's been a long day, and it's hot, and I'm hungry, and I'm ready to finish. And the trail is this way. I think I need to remember as well that I was planning to do this over 3 big days of hiking, and I've done it in 2. That's pretty good going. So I need to appreciate that. I could have had easier 3 days rather than smashing it out in 2 days. But once I'm going, I just want to keep going.